G'day, it's Pete here. Today I'm going to do a lesson on entries. I took some hands, prepared some hands, and I've taken them from this book, Entry Management. It's a good book. Recommend reading it. It's nice and thin, so you can read it pretty quickly. I wouldn't worry; it's not going to drag on for years and years. But yeah, so good book, Entry Management. Got some hands from it. So today I'm going to be talking about entries and some other stuff. But what you can do. Okay. So here I've got a 17 count. It's a really good 17 count, but I'll open one no trump. You might consider upgrading it. Partner invites you, however you do an invite. Some people use Stamen and then bid 2 no trump, some people bid 2 spades. Has a range probe, some people will just bid 2 no trumps. So whatever your methods are, I'm just doing the simple one, and you accept the invite. Okay, so you're in 3 no trumps and you get the 2 of spades lead. Okay, so when thinking about entries, what we want to do is, well, we'll make a plan. So in no trumps we want to plan, count our winners, work out how we can get more winners. But then during this you want to work out when do you want to be in each hand and why. So here we've got 2 spade winners, 2 club winners, 2 heart winners for 6 winners. So we need 3 more winners. We might be able to get 1 more in hearts because we've got ace jack small heart, so you could consider taking a heart finesse. But we'd still need 2 more winners. The best possible spot for extra winners on this hand is actually in diamonds. So what we want to do is play this diamond suit for 3 winners. Now, the only way that you can get 3 winners from this diamond suit is if this suit divides 3-3, and also if the ace is on side. Okay. Now, we'll still need to lose 2 diamonds. And we want to still be able to get to the north hand to take the diamond winners. So we'll need an entry to the north hand after we've set up the diamonds. Now, the only entries to the north hand are the ace of hearts and the king of diamonds. And for us to make the contract, we need to still lose 2 diamonds and be able to get there. So what a sort of normal play would be is just to win the spade and lead a diamond towards the king, and if that wins, play a diamond and they win. We then get back in and say we use the ace of hearts and play another diamond, and if the diamonds divide 3-3, then our diamonds are all good, but we've got no entry. So we have to be careful to work out, get our entries right. So there's an alternative play on this hand to use our entries wisely. What we can actually do is duck the first round of diamonds while we still have a diamond in our hand, so that we don't need to use a diamond entry early. So what we want to do on this hand is we've got 2 spades, 2 hearts, 2 clubs. We want 3 diamond tricks, so we want diamonds to divide 3-3 with the ace on side. But because the north hand is so short on entries, we actually want to duck the first diamond. Okay, anyway, so I'll play it through a bit. So spade lead, and we'll win. We don't want them sort of switching to clubs or anything strange. So we now lead a diamond, and instead of putting on the king now, because we want to save that for later, we want to duck that. And they can return a spade. Okay. We're not worried about spades dividing poorly because the opening lead was the 2 of spades. And so when people lead 4th best, if they lead a 2, we know the suit's dividing 4-2. Oh, 4-2 in this case, or 4-3, or that the person who led's got 4. Okay, so now we want to lead a diamond up. And then we win the king. And now we hope that the diamonds divide 3-3. We can throw something worthless from our hand, any small black card. There we go. The diamonds divided 3-3, so now we've got 2 more diamond winners. And to go with our 6 other tricks. And we've actually got the rest of the tricks because I can throw a heart on the king of clubs. So I'm just taking my tricks. Okay, so on that hand, what I did was there was a spade lead, I won. I had 2 spade tricks, 2 heart tricks, 2 club tricks, so I wanted 3 tricks in diamonds. There was a chance that the jack of hearts might have been an extra trick, but that wouldn't have got us up to our 9 tricks. So what we needed was diamonds 3-3 with the ace on side. And on this hand, because the north hand's short on entries, we needed to make sure we timed our entries well. So what we had to do was duck the first diamond. Okay, this meant I still had a diamond in my hand, so that when I won the next trick, I can lead a diamond from my hand rather than needing to use an entry to the north hand to continue playing diamonds. Okay, they return a spade. Now I lead a diamond to the king, hoping that the ace is on side, and return another diamond. And now the rest of the play was pretty simple. We just had our 9 tricks because they couldn't cash enough spades. So that was all good. So an important thing about using your entries is you want to know when you want an entry to which hand and why. And what we needed was we needed an entry to the north hand once diamonds were established. Okay, and to do that we needed the ace of hearts to be our entry to the north hand, but it was also we needed that once diamonds were established. So to establish diamonds we needed to lose 2 diamonds. So I had to lead a diamond and duck it, losing 1 of our diamonds, get back in, lead another diamond towards the king, and that was an entry there to then knock out the diamonds. If I'd say played a diamond to the king, which won, and another diamond, then what would happen is I'd have no more diamonds in my hand, so that when they put me in, I'd have to use a heart entry to get there to establish the diamonds, and I'd no longer have any entries to enjoy my diamonds because I'd be short on entries. Okay, go on to the next hand. Alright. On this hand, what's going to happen is, I won't go through the bidding, but let's just assume you really stuff up the auction and you end up in 6 spades. Okay, and the opponent's lead. Oops. Okay, so the opponent's lead, and we want to make a plan. Alright, so what we have, we're in a spade contract, so what we want to do is count our losers. What we have is we've got no spade losers, no heart losers, no diamond losers, and 2 club losers. So we have to get rid of those clubs. Now the only way to get rid of the clubs is to dump our club losers on winning diamonds. Now what we can, the winning diamonds is depending on how the diamond suit breaks. If they break 3-3, that'll give us 2 discards and we'd be able to make 13 tricks. If they divide 4-2, we'll eventually be able to set up the 5th one for 1 discard. We're allowed to lose a trick, so 1 loser is fine. Okay, so what we now want to plan is what do we want to do with our entries? So to the north hand we've got the ace of diamonds, king of diamonds, and ace of hearts. They're our entries. We want to see how trumps divide. If trumps divide poorly, we'll only have 1 trump available to us for how many times we can trump diamonds. So on this hand, our entry to the north hand for once diamonds are established is going to be the ace of hearts. So we've got the opponents didn't find the best lead. They could have led a club. Now if they lead a club, we'd need to hope that diamonds are 3-3. Because what we could do is we could win the ace of clubs, draw trumps, and play ace of diamonds, king of diamonds, trump a diamond. Now if they're 3-3, we can then cross to the ace of hearts, and then throw our clubs away and everything's good. Because the opponents didn't find the best lead, they're actually giving us an extra chance to make this contract. So what we want to do to preserve entries is we can actually duck the first diamond. Now this creates another diamond loser for us, which we didn't have, but we'll now have the ace king of diamonds still, and we can throw 1 of our clubs away. And then if we duck a diamond, what we'll actually be able to do is play for diamonds to be 4-2 as well as 3-3, so we'll be giving ourselves an extra chance. So whenever you're short of entries, you might consider ducking a round of the suit early. But anyway, so the opponent's lead trumps, and we just want to draw trumps to start with. And we don't want the club, so we can throw that away. Trumps are 3-3, so they're all drawn. So now to the diamond position I was talking about. If we play ace of diamonds, king of diamonds, and trump a diamond, and find out they're 4-2, we're going to be short of entries to the north hand. We could lead a heart to the ace and trump a diamond, and have a winning diamond there, but then we wouldn't have any entry back to that. So what instead we can do is we can duck a diamond, giving a diamond up, win the club return, then play a diamond to the ace, king of diamonds throwing 1 club away, trump one diamond, cross to the ace of hearts, and then throw our other club away. So I'll just play through this slowly. Now if diamonds turned out to be 3-3, yes, we gave up a trick, but we're increasing our chances of making the contract. And when you're in slam, that's the main importance. Okay, so I've now lost a diamond, and I've still got 2 club losers to deal. They switch to a club. I can't afford to duck that because then I'm down. And I'll return diamonds, the ace, king of diamonds, throwing a club loser away. So what I've done is traded a diamond loser for a club loser here. So I lost a diamond instead of losing one of my clubs. So I made it so I had 1 club loser and 1 diamond loser. But also just sort of fixed up my entries such that I had timing to keep playing on diamonds. Okay, diamonds turned out to be 4-2. And now I've set up that 7 of diamonds to throw my club away. So I can actually make the big card, so I'll focus my attention on that. And then I can lead the winning diamond and throw my losing club away. I'll just undo back to the start of the hand to show what would have happened if you didn't duck the diamond. So spade lead, win. Yeah. Now we wanted to draw trumps. Okay, trumps are drawn. So we want to duck the diamond, but let's just watch what happens if we don't duck the diamond. Okay, 1 round of diamonds, another round of diamonds. Now we trump it, but the diamonds don't divide. Okay, we can get over there again and trump the diamond to set up our winning diamond. That 7 of diamonds is good, but now we don't actually have an entry there. So by ducking the diamond, what we did was manage to preserve our entries to get the timing right, that we can use the ace of hearts as an entry. So it's important at the start of a hand to plan when you want to be in which hand and why. So what we wanted to do was, we now know that we want to be able to get to the north hand with the ace of hearts once diamonds are established. And if diamonds are 3-3, it's all good winning the ace king and trumping one, but if they happen to be 4-2, what we want to do is duck a diamond. Actually, I'll let the opponent have a high five. Whenever this happens, I lean over to my partner and just give them a high five. The opponent switch to a club, win that. And now, by ducking a diamond, I've still kept a diamond in my hand as an entry over to that ace king to help establish that suit. So I can now do that. The ace of diamonds, throwing a club away. They divide 4-2, so I do need to trump one. So I've managed to trump my diamond. My 7 of diamonds is now good, and now I've got the rest of the tricks. So by ducking the diamond, what you were doing was transferring basically a club loser to becoming a diamond loser. But what that did was it fixed up our entries such that we could then play for diamonds to be 4-2 as well as 3-3. If we didn't do that, we needed to hope the suit divided 3-3. Okay, next, move on to the next deal. Alright. So here you've got 20 points with a balanced hand, so you can open 2 no trumps. This goes pass, and your partner bids 3 no trumps, which gets passed out. Now an opponent leads their 4th highest diamond. If anyone's got any questions, they can log into Twitch and type questions. I'm happy to answer them. But anyway, the opponent leads their 4th highest diamond. Now, if we look at our tricks, after the diamond lead, we'll have 2 diamond tricks, a heart trick, and a spade trick for 4 tricks. We've got at least 2 top club tricks, but if so that gets us up to 6 winners we'll have from the start. If the club suit comes in, we'll get 6 club tricks and 2 diamonds, the ace of hearts, and the ace of spades for 10 tricks. But we only need to make 9, so we want to make sure that we do our best to make our 9, and then consider over tricks. Now, if the clubs don't come in, so the club will only be good for 6 tricks if West has queen to 3 clubs, basically. Because what we would want to do is play the ace of clubs and then a low club to the jack. Now, if that failed, where is our other entry to the north hand? That's what we want to consider. If we play ace of clubs and a club to the jack and that loses, we want to be able to get back to that north hand. Now, can anyone see any way to do that? The only possible card that might let us get back to that north hand is the queen of diamonds. Okay. So what we have to consider is how can we use that queen of diamonds as an entry? So let's plan ahead and think through the worst case scenario. Clubs don't break. We want to use that queen of diamonds as an entry. Now, if, let's say it goes low diamond and they play low, we win our jack. We play on clubs, ace of clubs, club to the jack, and let's say that loses. We get back in and lead a low diamond. West can play the king of diamonds now, and then would be stuck with the ace of diamonds in our hand and the queen of diamonds in the north hand, but we can't actually use that as an entry. So what can we do instead to make sure this queen of diamonds is an entry? Now what it is one thing to get extra entries is you might try winning with a higher card than necessary. So what we actually want to do is win with the ace of diamonds now, and then what we'll be able to do is lead a low diamond towards the queen later. West can have their king, but we'll always be able to get back to that queen. So because we're planning for clubs not to break as nicely as possible, no, not to run for 6 tricks, we want to make sure we can get to that queen as an entry. Now notice that if we win the ace of diamonds, we'll still be able to get 2 diamond tricks, so that's not our issue. So we'll still get 2 diamond tricks even though we win with a higher card than necessary. Okay, so we play low, the next hand plays the 9, and we win the ace. So we now want to play on clubs, and how we want to do that is just play ace of clubs and then try and take a club finesse. And luckily we planned ahead, because all this, the clubs don't work. So planned ahead, and now we preserve this entry. So the opponents laid a low spade. They realise that the diamonds are no good for them anymore because they've got too many club tricks. This is an interesting spade layout. You've got the ace, the jack, the 9. Now, the usual way to play this suit is you want to play the 9 and hope that East has honor 10 to whatever, and that the 9 forces out an honor in the West hand. So the way to play this, we'll play the 9, and the 10's on the wrong side. So that means we can't get lots of spade tricks, but anyway, they continue with the Queen of Spades, and what we can actually do is win this now, because we know that West has the King of Diamonds, and they'll be able to take one more spade trick, but they can't. Our jack will stop them winning more than that. So now we wanted to lead our carefully preserved diamond towards the Queen. The opponents rise with the King. And they try and get their spade trick. Now the only card that's not going to be a winner in dummy is We'll Throw a Heart. They give us an extra winner, so we just throw something useless away. And now we finally get back to our carefully preserved diamond entry to the north end. Took us a while, but we got there in the end. We can now take our club tricks. So what we wanted to do on this hand is plan what do we do when not everything works well. So what's our backup plan for when the clubs don't work? And we realized we needed another entry back to the north hand because they were quite light on entries. So to do this, what we wanted to do is win the trick with a higher card than necessary. So on this first trick, we want to win with the Ace of Diamonds. Now the reason we do that is later we wanted to lead a low diamond towards the Queen. And what I mentioned was if it went low diamond, low, low, and you won the Jack, you would now have the Ace 5 opposite Queen 6. You could try sneaking one by leading low towards the Queen, but if they just rise with the King, we never have an entry back to the north hand. But by winning with a card higher than necessary with the Ace, we could make sure that the opponents couldn't block the suit for us. But yeah. Does that make sense? If anyone's got any questions, feel free to type them in. Okay. Okay, this time you've got 22 points and a 5-card suit. So I'd upgrade this into a 23-24 range. So I'd open 2 clubs. Partner just does the negative or their waiting bid, doesn't matter what your system is. You can bid 2 no trumps. Partner then bids Stayman. You say you don't have one, and they stop in 3 no trumps. Okay, the opponents lead a low spade, and dummy doesn't come down with much good stuff for us, but it looks like we'll be able to get 2 spade tricks after the lead. There's a chance we might only get 1 spade trick, but we'll usually get 2. We've got 2 heart tricks and a club. So what we want to do is try and we've also got the Ace of Diamonds. Now, to get the most out of our diamond tricks, what we want to do is be able to take finesses in diamonds, and we want entries to the north hand. If, say, we play a low spade, and now East plays the ace, who has the jack of spades? The jack of spades will be with the west hand. Now, if East had the ace jack of spades, they would try the jack finessing the queen 10 in dummy. So West should have the jack of spades. Now, if we trust that, what we can do is actually unblock one of our higher cards, throw away the king of spades. And what this could do is give us 2 entries to the north hand. Now, because the north hand's so weak, entries are at a premium. So whenever there's a weak hand in one of the hands, you want to consider how can you maximize your entries. And it might involve unblocking a higher card or throwing a higher card away. Now, what that will allow us to do is take as many diamond finesses as necessary. So because we trust that if East had the ace jack of spades, they would have tried the jack, looking at the queen 10 in dummy. We know that West now has the jack, so we can throw our king away because we believe that both the queen 10 will be entries. East gives up on spades now and switches to a heart. Okay, so what we want to do is use those entries to take some diamond finesses. So let's test our theory out and lead a low spade towards the 10. Okay, so that worked. Now hold, and what we want to do is now take a diamond finesse. So now that that diamond finesse worked, what we actually want to do is cross back to that hand and repeat the diamond finesse. If instead we played the ace of diamonds and a diamond, we'd be hoping that East had only 3 diamonds. It's much better to protect against East having 4 diamonds. So we'll cross back in spades. Notice that by unblocking that king of spades, we managed to get 2 spade tricks out of 2 spade entries into the north hand. And now we play another diamond. Okay, and the diamond finesse works again. And we'll now cash out, keep setting up our diamonds. Don't need a heart from dummy. We have to give up another diamond. Still don't need those hearts. East wins that. Now East doesn't have any more spades left to play, so they have to continue on with the hearts. And now what we've got is we've got our 2 aces and our 7 of diamonds for 9 tricks. So we just want to take them and then give the opponents the last 2 cards. So one of the tricks of managing your entries is that if one of the hands got a weak holding, you might consider unblocking a higher card than necessary to allow you entries into the weak hand. Okay. This hand, I won't go through the auction again, but you end up in 6 spades. And again, the opponent's lead a trump. Okay, so again, we're in a suit contract, so what we want to do is count our losers. We have no spade losers. we have no heart losers, we have 1 club loser, and 2 diamond losers. So how can we get rid of those losers? Well, what we've got in hearts is we've got 1 spare winner in hearts. We've got the king of hearts, so we can throw 1 loser away. So we can probably throw that 3 of diamonds away, which will always be a loser. And then what we've got in diamonds is we've got a finesse position in diamonds. We could lead a low diamond to the queen, hoping that east has the king of diamonds. In clubs, what we've got is a 2-way guess. We could finesse either east or west for the queen of clubs. We could either lead low club to the 10, or we could lead low club to the jack, hoping that the queen's there. The final option is, if hearts divide 4-3, is that 5th heart might be a winner, and we could try and throw another loser away on that. But if hearts are 4-3, how many entries do we need to the north hand to get to that 5th heart? What we'll need to do is we'd need to play ace of hearts, king of hearts, and trump of heart, get back there, trump of heart, get back there, take the winning heart. So what we'd need is 3 entries. Okay. Now we've got the ace of hearts. The ace king of hearts aren't 2 entries because we've only got 1 heart. So we've got 1 heart entry and 1 club entry. So we don't quite have enough entries, but that 10 of clubs might be a possible entry, or there's some other considerations. At any rate, we want to test out, draw trumps and test out how the hearts are dividing. We can do all our finessing later, so how about we just do that. So we start by drawing trumps. They appear to be 3-2. And we can throw a diamond away, a useless diamond. Okay, so now we want to see how hearts divide. We can throw our diamond loser away on the king of hearts. And trumper heart. Okay, so hearts are 4-3. Okay, but we've only still got 1 entry, 1 guaranteed entry to the north hand left. Okay. From the position we are now in, we're actually 100% to make this contract. Okay. If we can get 2 entries to the north hand, we'll be able to trump 1 more heart and then use the other heart to throw a loser away. Now there's a tricky position, but let's see if you can try and work out how you can guarantee to either have 2 entries to the north hand. I'll give you a hint. You either want 2 entries to the north hand or no losers in clubs. Now it's a tricky position, so I'll let you think on it for a little bit, and I'm just going to go grab a glass of water. Alright, I'm back. What you can actually do, so one of the options is you could try leading a club towards the 10. Now if West had the queen, that would either work as a finesse and give us an extra entry. But what we're trying to do is guarantee either we get clubs right or that we get an extra entry. So what we want to do is lead the jack of clubs. Okay. Now if West has the queen and covers it or anything like that, we now no longer have any club losers. But West plays low, we play low. East actually has the queen of clubs, so now let's consider what they can do. If they win the queen of clubs and play a diamond, we can win the ace of diamonds, lead the 5 of clubs to the 10, trump a heart, king of clubs to the ace, 9 of hearts throwing our diamond away. If they duck the club, we no longer have a club loser. So East is sort of damned if they do, damned if they don't. So they're probably just going to win the club, lead a diamond. But now we've created our extra entry to the north hand. So low club to the 10 and trump a heart. And now we've got our third entry back to that winning heart. So as you can see, entries are really vital to the play of the hand. And we throw our losing diamond away now. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about that hand? If they do, just post them. Otherwise, I'll keep on going. Alright, this hand you've got a balanced 15 count, so playing 15 to 17 you can open 1 no trump. The next hand overcalls 2 hearts, and your partner bids 3 no trumps, which gets passed out. The opponents lead the king of hearts. Okay, so what we want to do is make a plan. We have 2 spade winners, 1 heart winner, 1 club winner, and our diamonds look pretty good for 5 winners. Unless they're 4-0, we'll have 5 diamond winners, which gets us up to 9. Okay, so what's the problem? So what you want to do is just have a look, see if you can spot any issue with our 9 winners, assuming that diamonds aren't 4-0. So what it is to get 5 diamond winners, we need to be winning the 4th round of diamonds in the north hand. Okay? Now, if diamonds are 2-2, this will be all good. We can play the king of diamonds, a diamond to the ace. They're 2-2, so then our 9 of diamonds will win, and then we can play a diamond to the queen. Okay? If they're 3-1, however, we'll have to use the ace, the king, and the queen of diamonds. And then the 4th round of diamonds, what's going to win the 4th round of diamonds? It'll be our pesky little 6 of diamonds, which will beat the 5. So diamonds are actually what we call blocked. So we have to untangle the diamond suit. So can anyone see any way that we can untangle this diamond suit? So we've got this blocking 6 of diamonds, and what we can actually do is try and discard the blocking card away. Now to discard the blocking card, we have to allow ourselves to be void in a suit. So what we want to do is void ourselves in hearts, and then on the ace of hearts throw a diamond away. So in order to do that, we have to duck a couple of rounds of hearts. Okay, so even though we knew we're fairly sure hearts, that East would be out of hearts, so we knew that West had either 5 or 6 hearts, so we knew that we could win the ace of hearts, and that they East, if they ever win a trick, can't continue them. But that's not what we want to do. We want to use that ace of hearts to discard a diamond. So they continue, and now we get to throw a diamond away. We win our queen of diamonds, and now, because we've thrown that diamond away, we're able to win the 4th round of diamonds in the long diamond hand, which was what we were struggling to do earlier. Okay, so now we've got our 9 tricks with the ace, king of spades and the ace of clubs, so we're just going to take them. But sometimes it's important to try and look ahead to see if any of those spot cards, those lower cards, might stop you from running a suit. In which case you might need to do something fancy, like discarding one of the blocking cards, trying to work out how you can untangle a suit. Sometimes it might just be the process of, so if we look at this hand, say we swapped the 5 of diamonds with the 6 of diamonds. All we would have to do then is make sure that under the king, queen of diamonds we threw the 9 and the 8 away. So sometimes you can just throw the higher spot cards away under the big cards. Sometimes you might have to work out how you can discard a blocking card like we did on this hand. But there's a couple of different options available depending on what's going on. Okay. And now on to our last hand. So in this hand we end up in 3 no trumps. I won't go through the bidding. And the opponents lead the jack of hearts. Okay, so here, if we count our winners, we have 2 spade winners, 3 heart winners, 2 diamond winners for 7. We need 2 extra tricks. Now, that could either come from the club suit or the diamond suit. You could try different things. As we only need to set up a couple of extra tricks, the best suit to actually do this in is actually diamonds. And because they led hearts, we've actually got double stoppers in all the suits, so we can afford to lose 2 more tricks. What we can actually do in diamonds is force out the queen, force out the jack, letting them have 2 diamond tricks, and then we'll be able to take 4 diamond tricks, 3 hearts, and 2 spades for 9 tricks. So to do this, we have to work out our entries. Let's say we won the king of diamonds, and so win the king of hearts and play the king of diamonds. Cross to the queen of hearts and play ace of diamonds and a diamond if they win. Now, if the suit divides 3-3, that'll be all good. If someone had a doubleton honor in diamonds, say doubleton queen or doubleton jack, one of them would have also fallen under the king or ace, in which case our diamond suit will also be good. But we'll be in real strife if one hand has queen jack to 4 diamonds or queen jack to 5 diamonds. If that's the case, however, there's still a way to make it, and what we can do is to maximize our entries is we can lead the king of diamonds to the ace, sort of crushing our 2 diamond tricks into one, but gaining an entry, and then leading the 10 of diamonds, letting them have the jack. We will still have the ace queen of hearts left, so we can win a heart and then play another diamond, giving up to the other diamond honor, and then we'll have our 4 diamonds, our 3 hearts, and our 2 spades for our 9 tricks. So by crushing our 2 big cards to gain an entry, we'll guarantee we'll be able to set up our suit. So sometimes when you're a bit short on entries, what you want to do is just overtake a big card so that you can continue playing the suit. So we lead the king of diamonds and overtake with the ace, and now lead another top diamond out. We don't need a spade, so we can, or a club. We can throw any black card. We want to keep our 2 hearts. Even though they're little hearts, what they are is we can play a heart to the other hand. So they're our communication. So we can't throw a heart, even though they look useless. They lead a heart. We win. And now we can finally set up our diamond suit. So again, we still can't throw that heart because that's our entry back to that north hand. It's very important that even though if we look at our suits, that looks like the one card we can throw away, it's the suit we most definitely can't. So we'll throw a spade. Okay, and now all our diamonds are set up. The opponents take the club tricks that are available to them. And now our dummy is about to be good. And we just have to cross over there with our preserved heart. And now take our diamond winners. So on this hand we wanted to overtake the diamond king to be able to continue pushing through the diamonds to force that suit out. And I also get the beer card for good measure. Okay, so there were just 7 hands on some entry management. There's a few different techniques that were used. Some were overtaking cards, some were unblocking higher cards to allow it. A couple of hands were ducking tricks such that we still had a suit in our hand so we could continue playing it. So there's lots of different things you can try to make sure you've got your entries right. And it's important to consider when do you want to be in what hand. How many entries do you need to a certain hand to achieve something? I got these hands from this book here, Entry Management by David Bird and Mark Smith. It's a good book. It's pretty thin, but you know you could read it pretty quickly, and it's got some various hands to help you learn. But I just took some of them. It's quite good. So I hope you enjoyed it. Just a few different techniques that you can use to improve your entry management. Thanks for watching.